Have you ever pondered over the language that deaf people think in? It's a question that doesn't often cross our minds, isn't it? We know that language shapes our thoughts, our perceptions, our very world. But what happens when the language you know is not spoken but signed? How does this influence the inner dialogue of those who are deaf? It's a thought-provoking question that opens up a unique perspective. Let us delve into this fascinating topic to better understand the world of those who communicate differently. Thinking is often tied to language, a phenomenon referred to as linguistic thinking. This concept is deeply fascinating and forms the backbone of our cognitive processes. Linguistic thinking is the process of using words and language to formulate our thoughts. It's like painting a picture with words in our minds. It's a dance of ideas, concepts, and expressions, all twirling to the rhythm of our native tongue. Now let's delve a little deeper. Our thinking is not just influenced by language, but also by the culture we are a part of. The expressions we use, the idioms that pepper our speech, the metaphors that give color to our thoughts, all these are influenced by our cultural context. So, essentially, language and culture together shape our thought process. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Studies have shown that people who are bilingual or multilingual may think differently depending on the language they are using at a given time. The language you think in can actually change your perspective. Imagine having a different set of glasses for each language you speak, each offering a unique color to the world. So we've established that language plays a pivotal role in the way we think. But what happens when someone doesn't have access to spoken language? How does this affect their thinking? Deaf individuals, contrary to common misconceptions, do have a language of their own. They communicate, express, and understand the world around them through the rich and intricate medium of sign language. This is not a simplified version of spoken language, but a fully formed means of communication with its own grammar and syntax. Sign language is a vibrant language that, just like spoken languages, can convey nuanced emotions, complex thoughts, and abstract ideas. It enables deaf individuals to engage in deep conversations, debate intricate topics, and share their unique perspectives with the world. It's a common myth that there is only one universal sign language. In reality, there are numerous sign languages, each with its own set of rules and structures. These languages vary from region to region, reflecting the diverse cultures and societies of deaf communities around the world. American Sign Language, British Sign Language, Indian Sign Language, and many others all have their unique characteristics and expressions. Just like speakers of different spoken languages have their unique accents and dialects, sign language users also have their distinctive ways of signing. These variations add another layer of richness and diversity to the world of sign language. So, it's clear that sign language is a fully developed, rich, and diverse language. It is more than just a communication tool. It's an integral part of the identity and culture of deaf communities around the world. So, if sign language is their language, do deaf individuals think in sign language? The intriguing answer is yes and no. Many deaf individuals who employ sign language do indeed report thinking in sign. They visualize the signs in their minds as they process thoughts. But it's important to remember that thinking isn't confined solely to language. Many thoughts can be shaped using images and concepts, a truth that resonates with deaf individuals too. It's a fascinating glimpse into the diversity of human thought, reminding us that our experience of the world is shaped not just by our senses, but also by our means of communication.